everybody, and today we're going to discuss the price of Bitcoin based on technical analysis. But before we do that, I would really love to thank you guys because today we've reached over 600 subscribers in total, so I'm really excited about that. And if you didn't subscribe to the channel already, make sure to press the subscribe button. It's over here down below, and click on the bell if you want to get notified every week when there's a new video online. And if you like these videos, make sure to press your thumbs up, and so more people can find these videos in YouTube while searching for these kinds of topics. So today we're going to discuss the price of Bitcoin, of course, but I would love to start with CoinMarketCap because of the overview of CoinMarketCap. I've had some comments of people saying, yeah, CoinMarketCap is not really a good source to use when trading crypto, and they're completely right. CoinMarketCap is not a good source for market cap because market cap is, market cap. No, I mean like the market cap is like completely bull. It's a scam, to be honest. To me, it's not really like the Bitcoin market cap is maybe the best market cap in the coin market cap ones, but most of the market caps are really like fake. But I can dive deeper into that if you would like to know more about that. And also, the price is not really like, you can use this price as an average, but don't use this as a basis or something. Prices are lagging on CoinMarketCap, so keep that in mind. But I would love to use CoinMarketCap because of the price graphs. And what's really interesting about this is that you can see if the other charts or the other currencies are doing the same as Bitcoin. And it's really interesting if you are looking for an out season, or if you're looking for a Bitcoin to be like the biggest one and the rest following, or if you look at different patterns, you can see over, the same for silver and gold, or the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or something like that. You always look for patterns when comparing other charts together. And here you can do it as well, but this is a really nice overview to see what was going on. And for example, as you can see, here was, almost like horizontal going price, and then the price went down, and after that the price went up again. And I'm going to show to you on the TradingView chart in a bit, but first I would love to tell you what's going on over here. As you can see, only the stable coin is doing like strange, but you have to like not look at stable coins when doing this. What's really interesting is that we see that Bitcoin went down but went up and had a higher equilibrium again. But for example, Ether didn't do it. Ether went down, and the average price is now over here, which is lower than where the decrease started. With Bitcoin, it's higher. It ended higher than the decrease, than the moment the decrease started. So it's really interesting. And what you can see is that Bitcoin is actually doing quite well compared to the other altcoins, especially the ones in the top 10. But what's really interesting is that on CoinMarketCap, you can also use the Bitcoin altcoin rate, because this is really good to know. If you're trading, you always want to make more money. Of course, that's your ultimate goal. But when trading cryptocurrencies, most of the cryptocurrency traders also want to have more Bitcoin. And this is also really interesting because you have two sides. And most people don't understand what's the difference between crypto trading to earn more dollars or crypto trading to earn more Bitcoin and more dollars. So what I always do is focusing on BTC, and I just want to have more BTC, and everything that I earn while trading goes back into the market. So okay, as you can see right here, we're seeing that Ether and XRP are doing better than Bitcoin. But here is something strange going on, because the price of Bitcoin is higher than the average before the price went down in the decrease. So that's quite interesting. We're going to dive deeper into the chart of Ethereum and XRP as well, because I didn't look at it today. Okay, now you have a nice overview. The rest is doing like worse than Bitcoin, but there are some interesting things going on. Maybe we have to take a look at XRP and Ether as well. But first we're going to start with the price of Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin is now in a downtrend. It has been here for like months, since late June or July, since late June. And yeah, we're just in this downward trend. And as I always say, technical analysis is not a way to predict the future. It's a handle to base your trades on. And here we had this really interesting looking triangle. And this triangle has horizontal bottoms and highs that are going down. Or horizontal lows is what you call it in English, I think. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. This is really interesting. I always love to do this. Okay, this is one of my favorite patterns. And as you can see, the bottoms here, the lows here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then there was a point, what's going on next? We saw that the overall volume was going down. So this always means that there is some breakout possible. And there was also something going on with the long positions on Bitfinex. I don't know if you've noticed, but we can take a look at it. BTC/USD longs. We can look at it to see what's going on right now. This is really interesting. I think a lot of people in the Bitcoin space also mentioned what was going on. This is the biggest bull trends on the long positions on Bitfinex, and a lot of people are speculating why someone is putting longs in here, over here. This is interesting because, as you can see, it started like around the 21st of November and it didn't stop. Here we can see like a small bottom top forming. I mean, this looks like it's stopping at this moment. But what's really interesting about this is when there are a lot of longs, the price needs to go up. And if the price doesn't go up, then if the price goes down, the longs will get squeezed. So if they still want to make revenue, they have to switch their positions from longs to shorts. And if they switch their positions to shorts, the price will go down more. So that's called a long squeeze. You also have a short squeeze, then the price will go up immediately. But we haven't seen anything from this squeeze. And people are like saying that this possibly could be one whale or some whales doing this on Finex. This is quite, make sure to keep this in mind when looking at this chart. On Finex there's not like super high volume or something like that, but still it is really interesting to see what's going on. I want to take a look at this downward going trend, this downtrend. And if you have been working with the RSI, you know that there is something called bullish or bearish divergence. And divergence always happens when the price is in the 70-100 range or in the 30-0 range. And this is the 30-70 range. RSI is going from 0 to 100. And here we had some bearish divergence. Here we had some bearish divergence, or didn't we? Yeah, we had some or something like that. Here we had bullish divergence. As you can see, the price went up after that. And here we have bullish divergence as well. And after bullish divergence is formed, there is going to be a buy, point to buy back in. After the price goes back into the 30-70 channel. So here we had a buy, here we had a buy, because we could draw this line and we could draw this line. So there were two stages to buy back in. At this point and at this point, so that was really nice. And here we have now, at least we had already positive divergence again. And still we are in this triangle, which is a bit strange, but I'm going to dive deeper into this. But keep this in mind, this was a new buy signal. So we have had 3 buy signals and we didn't have any sell signals. So I always buy in benches. Or trenches, I don't know how you call it in English, but at least you have to make sure to never buy in one trend, or always make sure to divide your positions. So here it's going to be a buy, here's going to be a buy, there maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at the 4 hour again, because this was an interesting pattern. This pattern breaks out in 69%, downward 69% of the moments this pattern evolves. This pattern evolves. And here you can like calculate the target point. And the target point was right here. I always take like 75% of the starting point of the triangle, and then this was the time to obviously you can also like take 100% like this and then draw it like this, but still always make sure to at least put your orders back in around 75%, so you're always sure that you're back in the market, because you don't want to miss this one. So I always buy back already at 75%, and that's what happened. The price went upward, but we went back into this triangle, and this is quite strange because the price is now in this triangle, and we still have to wait what's going to be next. Volume is going down again, even though price is up, so this means that there is some divergence, which is not really a good sign. This could mean that the price could go down again, and it's probably not going to be, the wave's going to be not as big as have seen like over here. But still, if we go down, this is going to be a point, or maybe like over here to buy back in. I hope we break out upwards, but yeah, probably we're not going to break out upwards. So keep this pattern in mind. If this pattern breaks out, of course there's gonna be a wave. There's gonna be like, I can't give a price target because we already had this target, but if you keep this target in mind, we've already had, then the price can go upward to like 7,690, and it can go downward again to like, I can't see it, but it's gonna be around 6,500 or so. So that's gonna be the new target. And the price is going to break out before the end of this year, like the 26th of December. Before that, we're going to see a movement. It's probably not going to be as big as this one, but still there is gonna be a movement. Okay, what also can happen is that we could see a bat over here, that the price is going like to this phase, but to be honest, technical analysis is not a typical science, it's just a handle. So if it breaks out upward or downward, I don't care, we can still make money. So make sure to put a buy order right above this price, and make sure to put stop loss right below this price range. Of course, everything you do is on your own supervision. I'm not your financial advisor, but this is what I would like to do when I see this pattern evolve. Also take a look at least, let's have a look, Ether and XRP. I didn't take a look at it today, so let's see what's going on. XRP, BTC, let's check out Binance. It's gonna be really easy. Here it's gonna be, here's something interesting going on. We've had bullish divergence, and now prices going down, back down again. As you can see, if you want to learn like more about technical analysis, it's always good to look back at history, what happened. And as you can see over here, the volume went up even though the price went down, and then this means that there is divergence, so there's gonna be a bottom. And here we had bullish divergence, which I already showed you on the chart on Bitcoin. So this means that the price went up, and this was definitely a buy. This was the buy, because then the RSI went back into the 3070 channel, and this was a great buy. But now we're hitting like a new resistance line. Let's have a look. It's over here. Where the resistance, price hitting. It's right above here. This is gonna be an interesting point. I don't feel like the price is going to like hit it again. Maybe the price is going to be even more lower. And if we take a look at a bigger time frame, then it's definitely yes. Of course, price is going to go much lower. Then this will be a new point to buy back in. But for now, because the prices are doing better than Bitcoin. For now, I would say switch back to Bitcoin because this is a temporary thing going on. Definitely, if you take a look at this tomorrow, this will probably be gone. Let's also take a look at Ether. And we're going to grab Ether, Bitcoin also, and first take a look at the 4 hour to see if there's the same bullish divergence. Yes, we've had the same bullish divergence, but it still needs to break out upward. I'm not sure if it's going to do so because Heikin Ashi candles, which I use, are working not as good on Ether as they do on Bitcoin, but still they're doing quite okay. Here you can see the same. Overall the price went down, then the volume went up. So if it goes back into the 3070 channel, you can expect an upward move, and that will be very interesting because then there is some money to be made. But for now, also if I take a look at the daily one, this is just a support level, and maybe it's going back upward to 0.018 or something like that, and then the price will go down more. Make sure to keep this point in mind because this is the ultimate low over time, and you don't want to go below this point. Then there's something really bad going on. But as you can see, here is something evolving. We've seen it here several times, but yeah, price can go down more. Here we see like positive divergence, bullish divergence, which is really nice. And then this was a point to buy back in. Here we saw, oh, this is actually looking quite good. I'm going to try it. Like this, bullish divergence. This was the buy over here, and here we had a definite sell. So this is also quite nice. Yeah, this is quite a good trade, to be honest. In quite a short time period. So always keep this in mind when taking a look at the charts. I like to use Ether, Bitcoin, or altcoins Bitcoin price because I trade in cryptocurrencies or Bitcoins. I want to earn more Bitcoin and not more USD. Or of course I also want to earn more USDs, but my starting point is Bitcoin. So price could go down a bit more after we've seen a new what's it called, bullish divergence incoming. But for now, there's not much going on. I would switch to BTC. BTC. Next time I have to like set up this before we're going to create a new video. Let's take a look at the chart again because this is a more clean one, not because I like Gemini more or something like that. I love to use Bitstamp chart, but it's like, yeah, there's too much going on. I have to clean it up. Here we have bullish divergence again. Yeah, I also showed you what was going on at this chart. I really hope that the price is going to be like go upward again, but probably is not going to. Yeah, we're not going to have like high prices right before the end of the year. There's a good possibility of price going down more and more and more, and maybe then upwards again. But yeah, I hope we don't see like the 5,900. We had the same pattern that, as you can see right here, we've had it over here. I hope I can try it right immediately. Yeah, it's like this. Here you can see the lows are horizontal and the highs are going down. Then the target point was like 6,200, 6,300, and 5,600. That was the price range. But if you take the smallest one, which I also took over here, and then take 75% of it, then this was the new point to buy back in. But now we can have like 2 waves more, maybe even 3 waves more. I hope we, of course, go back upward, but probably we're not going to go back upward again real soon. I hope it's gonna be like early January or February of next year. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and if you didn't put your thumb up already, make sure to press the like button, and if you didn't subscribe to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button also, and if you click on the bell, you will get notified when there's a new video online. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon.